Have you ever come up against a player that just seems to operate on a completely different level than everyone else on the pitch? You might be working at 100%, trying so hard, but they seem to be so relaxed, so confident, and so comfortable under pressure. The highest level professionals like Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar, and others are able to slow down the game in their head and operate on a different level than everybody else. And this is what we call the flow state. It's that balance of instinct and thoughts and operating just based off of feeling. The good news is you can train and improve to operate on this level. So let's dive in. Number one, you need to eliminate distractions both on and off the pitch. When you remove distractions in your life on and off the pitch, like worrying on the pitch about every little moment, hyper fixating and over focusing on unimportant things, or off the pitch, that endless scrolling on social media, when you remove those things, you can operate at a higher level and focus on what's truly important in your life and as a footballer. So understanding what the important things are to you is going to be the first step in finding that flow state. At number two, you need to set goals, both short-term and long-term. It's important to have these goals because if we operate on a day-to-day basis, but we don't have a clear vision of where we want to be, then we don't know how to work towards that. And these need to be goals that you can measure progress against. So if you want to improve the precision of your shooting, if you want to improve the precision of your passing or your tackle success rate, these are things that you can measure over time. You can look at the data, you can look at the metrics and see how you've improved. If you don't have a clear goal defined, then you're going to be operating without a clear vision and you're not going to know how to get there. So if you want to improve the precision of your passing, then you can break that down into what you need to do each day, each week, and each month to get to where you want to be. And these goals shouldn't be too easy to reach so that in a week you're already there, but they also shouldn't be goals that the top level professionals can barely reach. It needs to be something realistic but difficult to achieve. Number three, you need to challenge yourself on a daily basis. And what that means is you can't be playing on a team where you're clearly the best player. You can't be going into every game being the best player out there. You should be challenged at a level where it's difficult to succeed, but you're seeing improvement. If you're the best player on your team and you go into training, you're the one that's going to improve the least because everybody is going to be working to get up to your level. But if you get into a team where you're the number 5 player, then you have something to strive for, something to look to achieve by reaching the level of that top player on the team. And then if you go into games and you're the underdog and it's still competitive, you can work and try to improve so that you can develop as a player to beat those higher level teams. Number four, you need to become confident. And confidence comes from a combination of everything that we've already talked about. If you know that you're putting in the work every single day to get to where you want to be, you're going to get confidence from that. If you see yourself improving, if you see yourself being challenged and overcoming obstacles, that's naturally going to give you confidence as a footballer. And this confidence can put you in situations where if you're down late in a game, you know that you have the ability to make something happen. You know that it's not just going to happen automatically, but you believe in yourself and you trust in the work that you've put in that you can expect a result to come from it. And at number five, don't overcomplicate things. So don't force things to happen. Don't be trying to overthink, overcomplicate, and force things to come your way. You need to operate at a level where things start to happen naturally. And this comes from everything we've talked about before leading up to this. But if you get the touches in, you get the work in, you put yourself in situations, in games, and in training that are difficult, your mind and your body are going to start to understand those type of challenges and things should start happening naturally. So if something feels right on the pitch, that's what you need to do. You shouldn't be trying to force something to happen. If your striker's under intense pressure, it doesn't mean you have to ping it into them. Maybe what feels right is laying the ball off to your fullback and making a run down the line. But whatever feels natural, that's what you need to start to develop. So trust your instincts and trust the work that you've put in so that things start to happen automatically and naturally rather than being forced. Also, don't feel like you need to try to force something to happen. If there are 5 defenders, don't feel like you need to dribble through every single one to make something happen. Again, have that feeling and that confidence that you know you can do certain things, but don't try to overcomplicate or force things to happen when it's just not going to. And the last key to allowing things to become natural is to visualize success. When you're going into a match, when you're going into training, what does success look like specifically for you on that day? So having goals going into training, and if you're on the bus or you're in the car on the way to a match, think about what success is going to look like in that game for you specifically. Is it a goal? Is it an assist? Is it winning 15 individual challenges? Is it winning headers? What does success look like? What does it look like to beat that player across from you and to bring success for your team? So to put it simply, that flow state is that natural ability that you can carry to do things in game without overthinking. Can you get into a rhythm and operate just based off of instincts, based off of feelings, and find success? If you follow the steps that we've talked about, it can certainly help you to get to that place. Now, since you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe as I post weekly content that'll help you become a better footballer. And also let me know down below, have you found that flow state? Catch you in the next video.